2, 1.
We, as a page, Baileyjoe Cards, Bailey and Ben are my cousins, and we got into it a little bit early as far as when this big new boom happened in sports cards. And so we started pumping content around February, March, and specifically on TikTok. And it's tracked so well because of the opening of cards and unboxing of things, sports cards and no sports being played. We're pumping out, 4 or 5 videos a day on current markets and things happening. It was popular, and it was hitting For You pages and things like that. And just recently we got into the sticker market and soccer stickers and packs and stickers. Apparently it was like opening cards for kids here in the US. Over in Europe, they call them envelopes. And that was one thing I learned just from doing our page, was that these stickers are basically the same thing as sports cards growing
100%.
up.
It's why, and Lou knows this, it's why a year ago I started buying NBA stickers pretty aggressively. I thought they were overpriced. Oh my gosh.
I'm 100% into soccer stickers right now, and just learning the soccer market, because it's so intricate. And there's so much to it. Yeah, and it's global. And so our attention has actually gone to 50% global attention, because I'm hitting all these kids. They're giving me different languages, talking about, the memories, loved opening these packs. Kids are saying, like, I can smell the packs, and they're just like, holy crap, we're having this, experience with people across the world. And it's just been, an amazing ride to share that with everyone. So that's kind of what we're just trying to do with our brand, and really no direction at all, but just trying to, share the love and the hobby with everyone, and just getting to have this conversation with you is just overwhelming.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Grateful for this.
Thank you, Ben. I think one thing that you learned with the organic reach of TikTok, the other place I would start making content is LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn's the only other social network right now or content platform where you can get a lot more eyeballs, even though nobody follows you. The reason TikTok works for you guys different than every other platform was this is like now my real life, that Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, those are saturated, and you can't just post and miraculously get people. With TikTok, you could, and you still can to a degree, not the level of, I'm sure you're already seeing it 6 months ago. The place you can still get that, it's not as good as what you felt with TikTok, but think about the customer you're getting on LinkedIn. So I think LinkedIn's the other place I would highly recommend you look at.
Thank you.
We're talking to the kids of the parents on LinkedIn, basically on TikTok right now. And
that's right.
There's not a lot of personal content on LinkedIn either. I feel like it's happening more and more so, where more creators are getting into the LinkedIn space. It's always been so professional and business-like.
It's
that
changed.
this moment of creator space is happening in LinkedIn as well. I agree.
It's a real thing.
Man, we're about to hit them with sports cards then, Gary. We're going to do it.
It's literally the demographic, dads with sons that are like 8 to 15.
It's going to work. It's going to work.
Sweet.
Any final thoughts before I bounce out of here?
Do you have any advice for creating leverage through a brand? We don't really have any super bright intentions or plans for it now. We're just kind of building a foundation, but for something like this, would you have any advice?
I think my advice would be to close your eyes and execute for as long as hold your breath as long as possible.
Okay.
Like if you love what you're doing and it's having some residual values, like the reason everyone loses is because they're thinking about how to monetize at a bigger level almost before they start.
Yeah.
And for me,
that's how I feel.
And for me, I'm still in content creation mode.
Sick, bro.
That's how I feel. I feel the same way.
That's awesome. That's where your patience comes in, my man.
That's right. Hey, Gary, one final thought. Are the Jets ever going to win a Super Bowl?
When I buy them, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you buy them.
Bro, I'm so confident. It's so crazy how I feel about this. Like, I literally think it's already been written.
Oh, man.
Are you buying them? Manifest it, man.
Bailey, I'm telling. And by the way, if I do, shit's going to blow up. People are going to shit their pants.
Oh, my gosh.
Because it's going to be like, I've been pretty loud about it for a decade. It's going to take me another 2. So that's 30 years of massive propaganda for the moment.
Oh my
that's a lot of foreplay.
Some of the kids on that team aren't even born. Some of the kids on that team aren't even born yet.
Correct. Literally, they are semen as we speak.
Oh, rolling some dice.
So,
Let's go.
I'm excited about that. But yeah, actually, ironically, it's a funny question, Ben, because I actually think we have an incredibly capable GM who
Nice.
walked into an extremely difficult situation, probably even more challenging than he understood. And it's going to take some time. But I think look, we're straddling rock bottom right now. 0-5.
Yeah, we had the Lions at 0-16, so.
Fair enough. And listen, the Lions and Browns in modern history have had some real runs. I mean, the Bills, went 12 or 13 years without the playoffs. So, we're at this is gonna be year 10 or 11 of no playoffs. Year 10, because 2010, 2011 playoffs, right? So 10 years no playoffs is the longest. I mean, it's funny. The Jets are fun to shit on, and I get all that, but really from 97 to 2011, they went to 3 AFC championship games in that 14-year period. They made the playoffs 7 or 8 times. It was good.
Yeah.
And as a kid, 82, 85, 86, 91. So I was making the playoffs, enough to here and there, but this is rough.
It'll get better.
What really sucks for me is that I really believe in Sam.
Yeah.
And there's just unfortunately almost no shot of evaluating him at this point.
True.
Mm-mm.
And then and then as a Jets fan, you've already decided that he's going to be Tannenhill 3.0, right?
Oh,
He's going to
gosh.
be a Steeler next year, sit behind Ben for a year, and then win 3 Super Bowls in Pittsburgh. So you're already going in that dark place, I really on the record. And by the way, in parallel, I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to be the guy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a very
hope
big
he
Lawrence
is.
fan. I'm a big
Yeah, me
fan.
too.
I really like him as a human.
Mhm.
I think his skill set is amazing. I'm probably very affected by the national championship game last year because I was on the field, which is wild, by the way. Watching a football game on the field like that is wild. I'm truly on the sidelines. When
Oh, my
Moss
goodness.
scores a touchdown, he almost rolls into me and my brother, if you want to watch the clip.
I think I saw that.
I was so uncomfortably impressed with him because I thought they were wildly outmatched, and I thought he single-handedly kept them in that game. Obviously Clemson has a lot of talent, but he was real impressive. I do think he gunslings a little bit, but that can be cleaned up. Anyway, even though I think he's going to be a guy, I really hope the Jets take the massive haul and get 5 first and second round picks and build around Sam instead of going Lawrence, because I do think the Jets would get an all-time haul for the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, maybe. Would you
That's
make him cut his
interesting.
hair?
What's that, brother?
Would you make him cut his hair?
I wouldn't. I think
No.
changing kids is stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
Let kids live. All right, I stay too long. I love you guys.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thanks,
Love you,
Gary.
Gary. Thanks so much,
Thanks,
man.
Gary.
Peace out, brother.